Fair enough. I have more
Crazy.
faith in my FCS teams.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's quickly highlight a couple non uh, Power Five versus non Power Five matchups. One of which is in the FCS. It's the James Madison Dukes and the Weber State Wildcats. James Madison won the championship not so long ago. They are ranked third. Weber State ranked ninth. We don't know too much about either team, but I'm going to put you on the spot here. Who do you think takes this game?
Weber. They played well against who was it? Utah?
Utah, yeah. I did watch. I
Yeah.
did watch some of that game. They really didn't let Utah like run away. Like they never let Utah,
Yeah.
you know, get in too much of a rhythm. It seemed like, even though they ended up losing by a little bit.
Yeah, no, I got Weber State though. I think that's a
Right.
that's just what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling.
Weber State at home. I just think that James Madison's too dominant. They dominated
Yeah.
Maine. They dominated Morehead State uh, by almost 58 points and then 48 points until that streak ends and their quarterback has 9 touchdowns already on the young season. I'm going to go with JMU. So shout out to FCS. We got you. We got our eyes on you and Delaware.
Mostly Jared does.
But we're going to stick in the state of Utah for
Okay.
another big matchup. Or is it being played at Air Force? I went off
It's
that.
being played at Air Force, but I mean that part of Colorado is basically Utah.
Yeah, I know. They're kind of the same thing. Air Force and Utah State. What are you looking for in this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking forward to the overall story of a pretty high-powered Utah State offense against a really stout Air Force defense. Of course, that's coupled with their game management. They just burn a lot of clock with triple option. But yeah, I'm just looking for. I was always curious how a defense reacts to and responds to the triple option. It's of course such a different thing to try and stop. I think having experience with Jordan Love at that team, I'm not sure how much of a dual back guy Bonner is at Utah State, but I think the defense is probably decently used to some very shifty quarterbacks. But I always find it tough for teams to adjust early on, especially. I think this team, especially Air Force, is proved me really good. I mean, they dominated Navy, they dominated Lafayette. Domination is a hard thing to do when you just run the ball the entire game. So I don't think that Utah State's going to really be able to handle that attack early on and get behind the bullet early, and then just the Air Force defense will continue to play well, to play smart, to force long drives. I think that Utah State will come up a little bit further the end as they try and come back from an early deficit against Air Force.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting because I think Utah State's kind of overperforming their expectations. They were like a 17 and a half point dog at Wazoo, and they won, as I predicted again. I think defensively, they held a couple of very experienced quarterbacks in check. But this is obviously a completely different matchup going against a triple option. So last week they held North Dakota to a very stout run total. As you mentioned, Luke Bonner, not very much of a runner. Um, you know, at least his stats don't show it so far this season. Um, Meanwhile, Air Force, you know, runs the clock, keeps possessions down. You know, is Utah State going to have enough possessions? Because I think that I just like you foresee them having a tougher time slowing down triple option when they don't see it that much. So I guess it's a matter of will Air Force's defense, be able to hold up their end of the bargain, and I think they will. So far this season, they have looked pretty strong. So I don't know. Yeah, I think that it might be Air Force's time. Navy was kind of the dominant service academy for a while. Then Army kind of got into the fold after a long down period.
Yeah.
And, really got going there. And I think Air Force might be might be here. So
Yeah.
Falcons by, I'm gonna say, 10 points. All right. Well, that brings us to the end here. Max, you got any parting words of wisdom?
No, just keep looking out for UTSA. I've got who they're playing this week. They're a pretty heavy favorite. I think it's North Texas. Yeah, my early pick to win the Conference USA kind of out of nowhere. Looking pretty strong still. Beyond that, catch some action tomorrow. Or games tomorrow?
No action tomorrow. We only.
No action.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Where is the
half action? It's Ohio at Louisiana, and Ohio's fresh off a loss to Duquesne, who themselves were just crapped on again. Well, TCU, but I mean they just got crapped on in the opening week. So take that as you will.
Yeah, so look out for that. I don't know anything about that game. I was trying to evaluate it this morning. I don't know what I think about it. I don't know how good ULL is, but just get ready. Football's tomorrow, so that's always fun. I want to miss a lot of games on Saturday. So I'm going to a music festival all day on Saturday, so I'll miss most of these games. Yeah, which is pretty sad, but also a lot of fun concerts to see.
What music festival is this again?
Riot Fest. Some punk rock, and of course it is. I'm going to 2 concerts the following week as well. So concerts are here for 3 weeks, and then I'm done for a while. But it'll be good. So I'm looking forward to the games. I think it'll be a lot of fun matchups. Games starting tomorrow on Thursday, so it's always a good week when football starts on Thursday. And good luck to your teams, Garrett.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would say look out for Charlotte. They just finished up their first win against Power 5 team. Won again last week. Here they come. They're going against Georgia State, against former Gamecock coach Sean Elliott. Look out for them. It's
wild. That warm-up video of his.
Oh yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
That was crazy. Where he basically bit some dude's ear off, but lovingly. All right.
Dude, football players are weird.
Football players.
So are we, and that's why we're here.
Football coaches are weirder.
That is true. Kickers are the weirdest, though.
Yes, they are. All right. Well, we'll see you next week. This is G Lash Cash, Max Sachs signing off. Go Cox.
Go Cox.